Hey, Cook Hall Chef Kendra here, and today we're making some delicious pork chops with a wonderful creamy gravy over the top. So let's do what we do. Let's head to the kitchen and make it happen. We're using some pork chops here, about 3/4 inch with the bone in. Cooking meat with the bone still attached is always more flavorful. In this little bowl we have Cajun seasoning, garlic powder, black pepper, and cayenne pepper. I'm just mixing it all up with my fingers. These chops won't be spicy, they'll have just a nice flavor. But if you want a little more of a kick, add more. It's your kitchen, do what you want. We're going to get in here and rub this goodness all over our pork chops, just like so. We have our stuff, we have flour, seasoned pork chops, and buttermilk. We're going to get a large pot over medium heat and pour in a little bit of oil. We're going to swirl it around a little bit so it coats evenly. The reason I sometimes use a pot to fry in is to cut down on splatter. You know the drill, son. Into the buttermilk, then dredge them boys in the flour, shaking off the excess, and into the pan. We're doing this in batches, and you may have to pour in a little more oil between batches. Another tip, if you don't want these boys to stick, you can use a nonstick pan, or you make sure it's set and starts to release from the bottom of the pan before you flip. Same concept applies to fish on a grill. Because these pork chops are thin, they will cook quickly, so don't go run off to holler at your neighbor or anything like that. Now we're gonna flip them. Let them finish up on the other side. Yeah, you wanna watch these boys. We're looking at around 4 to 5 minutes per side. We're removing them to a cooling rack, and we're gonna slide in a couple more. That's right, golden brown and tasty. Now what we have here is called fond, also known as the flavor bits at the bottom of the pan. We're going to add some flour and some oil. We're going to mix it up. Here's a trick. Use a spatula instead of a whisk at the beginning. You can work out the lumps better by pushing the spatula down on the flour bits and then squeezing them against the pan. Milk goes in and also some salt. We're going to whisk this until the gravy thickens. And it won't take that long. This is not a vat of gravy. You also want to check for seasonings right about now. Then we're going to strain out the gravy for a nicer presentation. You don't have to do this, but I always strain my gravy because I like my gravy pretty. This will be absolutely wonderful with some mashed potatoes and some fresh, hot, out of the oven biscuits. You can nab the recipe at chefkendra'seasycooking.com along with recipes that go with my other 300 plus videos. And that's all it is to it. Yo, check out one of my other videos. You want to catch up with me on social media? My Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest links are in the about section below. If you see me elsewhere, say what's up. Okay guys, that's all for this week. I'll see you next week. Chef Kendra is out. Peace.